All right, so let's just start with the MATLAB. MATLAB is an engineering programming software, and its applications are everywhere. It is used in academia, it is used in industry. It's a very comprehensive programming software geared towards engineering. So it has a lot of engineering functions that have been written for different engineering classes or different engineering fields. They have already been written in MATLAB, and then people can use them, and they don't have to write the programs if they want to use those functions for that specific purpose. But you can write your own functions, you can write your own programs, and MATLAB you can apply, you can learn in this course, or you may already know MATLAB, but its applications you will see in different classes. When you will be working in the field, or if you're already working in the field, you may see MATLAB. Um, it is used very commonly in most of the engineering companies, if not all. But in academia, it is perhaps the most widely used engineering software in every university, every college, not just in US, but around the world. So let's look at MATLAB, and let's see if you can download it and install it. So unlike PSpice and LabVIEW, unfortunately MATLAB is not free. You have to purchase it. There's a student version available. I think it is $99 if I'm according to my last information. I think it was $99, and it comes with MATLAB and bunch of different, not maybe not bunch of, but two or three important libraries that are used very commonly. And I think most of you should be able to do pretty much all the work, not only in this class, but other classes, and even um, in the field with those two or three or four libraries, whichever comes with MATLAB. Even if those two, and those libraries, we call them toolboxes. And even if those toolboxes do not come with MATLAB, just a program, it has a lot of different functions and libraries and toolboxes already included in it. So many times you really are not using the dedicated toolboxes. And again, toolboxes are the programs that are written for different fields, engineering field, for example, signal processing toolbox or control systems toolbox. But MATLAB itself, it contains a lot of different functions and programs that you will be using. Now, since MATLAB is not free, it is available at the college, everywhere in the engineering classes, and in the open lab. And of course, if you are at the college, you can use it in the open lab. And if you are in your class, of course, you can use in 243. Um, there is an alternate of MATLAB, which is free to download, and I highly recommend it. I use it myself. It is called GNU Octave, or in simply just Octave. So it's an open source software, Linux based, but they have the Windows version, and its environment is pretty much similar to MATLAB. As you can see, MATLAB environment on your screen, you have a command window uh, in which you can type your commands, you can do simple calculations, and those things. You can see results of your programs, results of your functions or mathematical calculations. You also have a workspace. So workspace, basically anything that you do over here, you assign a variable, a value to a variable, or you run a program and it has different assignments of variable. Those variables basically appear in the workspace. It tells you how many variables are there and what are the values of those variables. Usually I don't use it, so I go ahead and I close this workspace. Anything that you close, any window that you close, you can always open it. If you go to layout, under layout, you can open workspace again. So since I don't use it, I just keep it closed. Current folder just shows you what is the current folder and stuff. Again, I don't use it. I close it. This is a command window that is perhaps you have to use it because you will have to see your results. And if you want to do simple calculation, you can do in this one. And then there is also a really nice window that is not currently open, which is called command history. And you can dock it. And command history basically tells you the history of all the commands and everything that you are going to type in command window. And it comes really handy. Sometimes you have to recall uh, some of the function or some of the mathematical equation that you're writing, and you don't want to rewrite that. So once you write it, it will go in the command history. And if you don't want to rewrite it, and many times we don't, of course, you can just click on that equation or on any value, let's say, in the command history, and it's going to be imported in the command window for you to be used. Right now, I just close the command history window as well. All right, so before we move further, so this is the basic environment of MATLAB. You will be writing programs in MATLAB. It's not like LabVIEW where you have to do graphical programming. It's procedural programming. So you have to write programs, what we call scripts in MATLAB. As you can see, new script live, so on and so forth. So although we will be doing basic work in the command window, but when you have to write a program, the one that you will be submitting for homework assignment, uh, please be very careful because the students make mistake in that. You will be writing the programs as scripts that you can execute and I can execute when I will be checking your homework. Uh, and this is the MATLAB editor. If you click on the new script, it is going to open the MATLAB editor. And you will be using this MATLAB editor to write programs that I will be assigning you through the tutorial. Um, you can keep it docked or you can undock. Uh, you can undock it. I usually keep it undocked, two separate windows, but you can keep it docked or undocked. It's upon you. So you'll be writing programs in this editor. You'll be saving it in the usual format, your first name underscore last name underscore exercise 1, 2, 3, whatever exercise is that. And then you will be saving it. The MATLAB files are called M file. So when you save the files in this editor, it's going to be saved as an M file, M of course MATLAB file. And then you will be uploading those M files on Canvas. So one M file per exercise. So for example, if you have to do 4 exercises, then you're gonna have your first name underscore last name underscore exercise 1, and then exercise 2, exercise 3, exercise 4, 4 different M files, not just one M file, 4 different M files, one per exercise. Okay, before we move on, I just want to show you GNU Octave if you want to download it and if you want to use it. So to download it, let me just open the browser. You just look for it, GNU Octave, and it's gonna pop up the official site. And once you go there, see, this is pretty much 99% like MATLAB. Of course, it's not MATLAB, so there are some functions that may be missing, but I don't think you will be concerned about those functions. You may not be even using those functions. So I will highly encourage you to download it and use it on your computers. You can download it for Windows, Linux, Mac, and different platforms. So download it for Windows, the latest version of Octave. I'm assuming this is make sure to download the exe file. So if you have the 64-bit, then you can download the 64-bit exe file, or 32-bit processor, download this file. So download these files and install it, and it's going to be pretty much like the MATLAB environment. It can open the MATLAB program, M files, it can save your files as M files, and you can submit those programs. And I can open them either in Octave or in MATLAB. And I have Octave installed on my system, and they're also installed in OpenLab and in all the engineering rooms. So let me just open Octave as well and show you Octave's environment. So this is Octave right here. This is the command window. This is the editor, and you can do exactly the same thing as you will be doing in MATLAB. So again, install it, use it for doing your exercises and stuff, and you may not even need MATLAB. You may not even have to spend money on MATLAB. And then you can do it from the comfort of your home, from anywhere. You don't have to be present at the college. Okay, so in the next video we're gonna start working on the basics of MATLAB.